Zerobaseone made the worst move. And I'm not being dramatic, though I know saying that is basically putting a target on my back. I am genuinely terrified of the backlash from the fandom right now, but what's happening with this group's future has fans genuinely grieving. Stay with me, because what I'm about to break down goes deeper than just a simple contract expiration. If you've been following Zerobaseone since Boyz Planet, you know something fundamental is shifting. These boys went through hell to debut, survived Mnet's brutal elimination system, and showed us they had undeniable, lightning in a bottle star power. But after the latest announcement, it's becoming painfully obvious that corporate strategies are fracturing this group's legacy from the inside. This is about wasted momentum, confused marketing, and watching what is arguably the most successful project group of this generation turn into a divided shell of itself. Because look, I need to be real with you. Something's been bothering me for weeks since the rumors started, and after seeing Wakeone's official statement on February 12th, I can't stay quiet anymore. The point is, these 9 members created magic. They broke records, sold millions of albums, and brought project groups back to the absolute forefront of K-pop. So why is their continuation sounding like a corporate compromise that nobody actually asked for? When Wakeone officially confirmed that Zerobaseone would continue as a 5-member group, Hanbin, Jawon, Matthew, T-ara, and Gunwook, while the 4 Yuehua members Junghao, Ricky, Juvin, and Yujin would leave, I genuinely thought I was reading a parody account. And okay, we get it. They were a temporary group. But Wakeone framing this as a new season and a transition rather than a disbandment feels so disingenuous. It feels like what happens when corporate executives try to put a positive PR spin on a devastating loss. The thing that's really getting me is that we literally just watched this exact same formula play out. Remember I.V.E.? Back in December 2025, Jellyfish Entertainment announced that I.V.E. was transitioning into a 5-member permanent group. And the 2 members who left? Sunjin and Young-saeng, both from Yuehua. So Yuehua looked at that trajectory, looked at the massive built-in fandoms of their artists, and went, oh, perfect. We'll take our boys back now, thank you. They fundamentally understand their leverage. I.V.E. was the blueprint, and ZB1 is the main event. Yuehua is just copy-pasting their strategy, pulling their incredibly popular members from project groups so they don't have to split the profits with Wakeone anymore. But maybe I'm being too harsh. Let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture, because there's an even more fundamental problem here that nobody's really talking about. A 5-member Zerobaseone has a massive identity crisis. Think about this. Who is the core identity of ZB1? You cannot remove Junghao, the history-making center of the group, Ricky, the viral visual backbone, Juvin's infectious variety energy, and Yujin, the beloved magne, and still call it Zerobaseone. That's almost half the lineup. You can't market a continuation while simultaneously ripping out the core members who drive a massive portion of the group's sales and international appeal, especially in China. Pick a lane. Either disband gracefully with your legacy fully intact, or fight tooth and nail to keep all 9. I'd say fight. You can't have it both ways because it creates this weird cognitive dissonance that makes nobody fully comfortable. There's an OT9 fan out there who is now dreading the upcoming March here and now encore concert because it feels like a painful goodbye instead of a celebration. Nobody wins. And you know who's suffering the most from this confused transition? The fans and, honestly, the members themselves. I watched every single episode of Boyz Planet. I saw Hanbin and Hao's incredible dynamic that literally anchored the entire show. I saw the Yuehua trainees stick together through brutal rankings. These boys didn't cry, sweat, and push through the anxiety of a survival show just to have their group sliced in half the second they hit their peak. So where did it all go wrong? The tragic thing is that we all know the master plan. Yuehua is undoubtedly going to debut a massive new boy group with Hao, Ricky, Juvin, Yujin, Sunjin, and Young-saeng. It's a Boyz Planet reunion. It's guaranteed to be financially massive. But what about the remaining 5 in Wakeone? Wakeone's track record with post-survival show management isn't exactly stellar. Are they going to get the same budget? The same promotions? Or are we going to watch their momentum stall? I want to be clear about something, though. None of this is the members' fault. These boys are doing their absolute best with the hands they were dealt. They perform their hearts out every single time. This is strictly a management problem. This is the tragic, built-in flaw of the survival show project group model. So where do you stand? Are you supporting the remaining 5, waiting for the Yuehua boys, or just grieving OT9? For my next video, I'm tackling a question that has honestly hurt me since my very first week as a K-pop fan. Why do so many guys absolutely hate K-pop? I'm currently wading through some deeply toxic comments, trying to actually understand the mentality behind all that anger. It's going to be a heavy one. Take care of yourselves. This is Opinions You'll Hate, and I'll see you soon.